Andy Murray says he doesn't expect to win the event this year, but he also says, a true competitor, that expectations can change during a tournament. Now, I suppose what we want to know is, when you have had a break from the tour, how realistic is it for him to be able to compete with the likes of Djokovic and Nadal in a semi-final and a final?
Well, Rafa Nadal did it when he came back, didn't he? Last year he was out for 7 months and comes back and starts winning immediately. With Andy Murray, perhaps a little more difficult because he's got a little more variety in his game than Rafa Nadal. It's not quite as straightforward game plan as Rafa perhaps has, so it takes a little bit longer to get into the feel of it. But at the same time, had such a great year last year. It wasn't away for that long. So if physically his body can hold up and he plays his way into the tournament, once I think if he can get to the semis, then I think he's got a shot at winning. For him, I think the bigger obstacle was getting that far because he hasn't had that much match play. But he can definitely improve during the tournament, and the expectations would go up with that. But still difficult, because no matter how much you train, how much you work, coming back from surgery, there is still a little bit of that seed of doubt. Is my body going to hold up? Am I in good enough physical shape? And most of all, do I remember how to hit these big shots on big points against the big guys? But if anybody can do it, Andy can. I think he's got he's got the ability.
Can anybody beat Serena Williams this fortnight?
Well, she pretty much has to beat herself. I think Serena Williams is just, even today, she looked a bit sluggish and wasn't quite playing her best tennis, yet she still wins 6-3, 6-3 against a world-class player in Daniela Hantuchova. So you feel that she needs to have an off day and somebody has to play their best tennis. So it's definitely her tournament to win or lose. It's on her racket. And the way she's playing right now, you almost feel like she doesn't even have to play her best tennis to win.
Do you think it's fair that the players have had to play, for the most part, throughout these tough conditions?
Well, the biggest issue is that we don't really have a line where it says, okay, if it's over this degree, then we stop play. So it's the not knowing and kind of the subjectivity of the decisions that I think is difficult. And there's no question in my mind that they should have stopped play a few more times than they did. Finally, yesterday they stopped play. I mean, it becomes a dangerous situation. 9 players withdrew in the first round. One of them was Radek Stepanek. He was up 2-1, splitting headache. There was a player, Vavra Lepchenko, basically collapsed after the first set, which she won. Then she won one more game the rest of the match. Players laying on a bed of ice, trying to stay calm. Talked to Lina today, who finished a 3-set match, and she said when she was down 6-5 in the second, she thought she was going to die. It was so hot, never felt like that before. And these are for athletes at the physical fitness peak of their lives, and when the heat takes over so much over who wins and the conversation that we're having, brings down the level of play, and it's just unfortunate that so many players have had to play in the heat of the day, and they're, of course, affected by it.